Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, we are going to do our July edition. Everybody has received the copies.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who does not have July's copy, newspaper?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're muted.
So, good morning. Okay. So, we have Rishika's picture here. India's got edge stars. I didn't
Yes,
see
ma'am.
this last time. Okay. So you're in class 7 now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody going for any of these contests which are there? Poster contest, photo contest.
Ma'am, I think I will be having a look to it.
Okay. So Rishika, we have one of your drawings also. What kind of a drawing is this? What is this exactly?
Ma'am, this is actually called Lippen art,
Okay.
and in this, there is a clay which is made up of resin and hardener, and if we leave it for some time, it just that clay becomes like a stone, and we cannot break it even if it falls, anything happens. But when it's wet, we can mold it in any form.
Oh, okay. 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 So this is a picture of that art which you've made.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I also made many keychains with that clay.
Oh,
Ma'am, I
okay.
have
Okay.
also
Very
made
nice.
many keychains and gifted it to my friends.
What exactly is that?
Ma'am, that is also made up of
This
this
art like
material only.
Okay, okay. Yes. Yes, you want to say something?
Ma'am, can we upload our digital arts?
Digital art. I think maybe you can take a picture and send it to them. So maybe they'll accept. No? Like this is also a picture. You can try that.
Ma'am, which I made, this one is real.
Yes, this is real, but you took a picture then of that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's start reading from page number 17. Government introduces time of the day tariff for electricity. Page number 17. All right, so we have a new name here, Anand. Anand, are you there?
yes, ma'am.
Uh, do you have the July newspaper?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can start reading from this page number 17. After this,
Ma'am, this
Ridhima.
one. Ma'am, government introduces
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
like
Ridhima,
Yes, ma'am.
and after that we have Kirat. You want to read
Ma'am, which page number? Ma'am, I have joined now only.
page number 17,
Ma'am, which edition?
July.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, which article?
Government introduces time of the day tariff. Okay, so just pay attention.
Okay, ma'am.
We will start with Anant, then Ridhima, then You get me? Okay, Anand.
Yes, ma'am.
The government of
No,
India
no, no.
has
Kirat,
made.
Kirat, Kirat, Kirat. First Anant will read, then Ridhima will read, then you will read. Okay? Okay. Yes, Anant.
Yes, ma'am. The government of India has made some new changes to the way we use electricity. They have introduced something called the time of day tariff system. This system can help people save up to 20% on their electricity bills. What is the new time of the day tariff system? Currently, the price that we pay for our electricity use remains the same, whether it is morning, noon, evening, or night. However, in the coming years, once this new tariff system is implemented,
Mitansh, please switch off your mic.
the price of electricity will vary depending on the time of day. According to this new system, the 24 hours in a day will be divided into three categories: normal hours, peak hours, and solar hours. Solar hours will be the 8 hours of daytime, say 9 am to 5 pm. During these hours, the price of electricity will be 10-20% lower than normal. The morning and evening hours, when everyone needs electricity, will be considered peak hours. During peak hours, the charges will be 10-20% higher than normal. During other times, the charges will be normal.
Okay.
Why
So
this?
what they are saying is like currently you have to pay the same electricity cost all through the day. But now the government is coming with a new scheme that for different times they can have different rates. Like when the demand is more, when it is the peak time, they will charge more. When the demand is less, like in the daytime, when there is already a lot of light, people might not be switching on that many lights, so the price will be less. That's their idea. Okay, Ridhima.
Yes, ma'am. Why this change? During the daytime, a large part of our electricity comes from solar power plants, which are cheaper and better for the environment. But during peak hours, when many people are using electricity, most of power comes from hydropower plants and thermal power plants, which are costly. Therefore, the electricity charges will be higher during peak hours. Thermal power plants produce electricity using coal, diesel, and gas, so they cause a lot of environmental pollution too. The government wants to encourage people to use electricity in a way that reduces the use of thermal power plants. Therefore, they are planning to introduce this tariff system. The government believes that once this system is implemented, many people will shift to doing their electricity related activities during the solar or normal hours. The time of day traffic is already being successfully used in many other countries.
Okay.
When
Okay. So they are saying that during the daytime you can use solar power, okay, because sunlight is available and solar is cheaper. But at night or whenever the sun is not available, then you have to use thermal power, which is from coal or diesel or gas. So that is expensive. That is why the government will take more cost. And this is something which is being done in many countries. Already this is, practice is being done. All right. Kirat? Kirat?
Yes, ma'am. Why this change
No,
during
no,
the
no. Next
daytime?
paragraph.
Okay, ma'am. When will the new tariff be applied? The new tariff will start from April 1, 2024 for big business and from April 1, 2025 for everyone else, including domestic customers except farmers. It will be applicable only after the installation of smart meter. Background
information. Smart meter. A smart meter is a special device that keeps track how much electricity is used by user. It is a high-tech version of regular electricity meters. Smart meters can help to identify the appliance that use more power, thus helping in the effective use of electricity. A smart meter can automatically send information about your electricity usage to your electricity company. This will help the electricity companies to know when the electricity demand is high and make adjustment to ensure that everyone gets enough power. This will prevent unnecessary power cuts.
Okay. So,
Power words:
okay. Yes, yes, read.
normal, usual, or ordinary, not strange. Tariff: the money charged from for a particular product or service.
Okay. So, um, they are planning to apply this in 2024. Okay, so the plan is still in place, and for that, to do this kind of plan, first they need a special meter. Now, tell me this thing. What I want to ask you is, suppose there is some time of the day where the electricity charge is very, very less. Okay. So they are saying during some time the charge will be less. So what all activities you think we can do during that time when the cost is less? What kind of activities we can do? How we can make use of this low charge? Okay, Shani.
Firstly, we can study because if it's dark and we study, we won't be firstly able to read, and and it's also bad for our eyes if we try to read in the dark area. Then in the light, we should do important things like cooking, because if you cook in the dark, how will you know that which you can put the flame too high or down, and the food can be burnt, so you need the light.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, Jananya.
Ma'am, we should not use the light at the morning time because already we have sunlight which gives us light, and we can use light at night time because there is no light when you go outside at your house or something.
Okay. Anything else? See, electricity, understand this. Electricity will be there
Excuse
throughout
me,
the
ma'am.
day. Yes.
Can you ask? Can you repeat the question?
The question is if you have like cheap electricity at some point of the day. Okay. So, what I'm trying to say is the article is saying that we have electricity throughout the day, but at some points in the day, they are going to charge less money. Okay, like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., they are saying that the cost of electricity will be less. So I'm asking what all things we can do in that time when the cost is less, when it is cheaper, electricity is cheaper.
Okay, ma'am. Let me think.
Okay, Yash, Yash,
Ma'am, we should do ma'am, we should do those tasks which require more electricity.
yes, very good. That is what I was looking for. So give me an example of such a task.
Ma'am, like
Ma'am,
using
I'm
heavy machines and ACs.
Okay, all right. Yes, Ridhima.
saying the same thing.
You want to say the same thing. Okay. So things like, see, like washing machine, okay, using of washing of clothes, right? You can do it at any point of the day,
Yes.
right? So you can, and washing machine is a very big appliance. It takes a lot of electricity. So you can use that washing machine when you are having low prices. It will be cheaper to wash clothes, right? Or anything else like charging of inverters or charging of any devices, which you can do at any time, right? So that you should do at times when you have the cheapest energy, or any toys you want to charge or anything like that, which where you can choose what time it is. So for that you can use the time where electricity is the cheapest. That will be a good practice. Like vacuum cleaners you want to use, you can use it when it is cheapest. Anything, any big devices which take a lot of energy, you can use them when it is the cheapest. Okay. Yes, Ishani, you want to say something? Okay, they have asked a question. Do you like the government's new time of the day tariff rule? So, anyone wants to answer this? Do you like this rule? You like this idea? Yes, Vidima?
Yes, ma'am, it is nice because some at the day sometimes the people uses electricity too much.
Hmm.
So we can do our work at the day when it is cheaper, just like
Okay.
electric work.
Yes. Yes, very good. Okay. Mitansh?
Actually, people use a lot of electricity, and the electricity, we all know that it is not cheap at all in our home also. And so this, I like this government's idea because first it's giving us an cheap electricity, and second we can use more electricity throughout the day. And if only daytime, we can also use much more electricity than we use usually. But you should not waste that much electricity.
Okay. Uh, Anant?
Yes, ma'am. But the money that will be cost is same, because in the peak hours it will be 10-20%, 10-20%
Higher?
high, and in the normal hours it will be 10-20% lower.
Hmm.
Now the money that will be costed is same.
It will depend on how much energy you use at each amount, no? You might be using more energy during peak hours, then your price will increase. You might be using, or you might be using more energy in during the normal time. So your cost will be different,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay. Ishani? Yes, Ishani.
Ma'am, I really like the system because many people in India, they keep the lights on throughout the day, also in the morning when the sunlight is coming. But now people will not do that because firstly they will think that in the morning the it is very cheap, so they will not be valuable of that money, so they will not keep their lights on because they will be like this only costs this much, why keep it on right now? When
Okay.
it is expensive, then maybe they will keep it on, and people will use less light, and people leave their lights on when they are not here. But now people will value the electricity.
Okay. People will learn to value electricity through this method. Very good point. Jananya?
Yes, ma'am. I like the government's idea because, ma'am, at the morning time, sometimes people, at the morning times, it's like, ma'am, at morning time, the from 9 to 5 p.m., ma'am, it'll be, the cost will be less, ma'am, so that we can use like, a lot, a lot of electricity.
Hmm. Yes, that's right. So if the cost is less, people will be conveniently and happily be able to use electricity during that time, right? Okay. Harsh?
Yes, ma'am. I like the government's idea because it can be useful for people when they don't need to use the electricity a lot, because at the morning it becomes low, the cost becomes low, so they do what works they want, and the night when the cost becomes high, they use less electricity, which the works which do not need electricity.
Okay.
They do the works which doesn't need electricity.
Okay. Okay. All right. So they can choose when to do what kind of work. Okay. Saranya?
So I like the government's idea because office timings is mainly 9 to 5. So they can use the time where electricity is cheaper.
Okay. Yes, that's a very good point. This is office time, this is school time. So for all of that, we can have cheaper electricity. So this will be a good plan, a very good point. Okay. Let's come to page number 16. Page number 16. We are going to read about step into
Ma'am,
the...
I want to say something else.
Yes, Harsh.
So, like if they do some work, such as going to buy vegetables at the morning, so they're wasting the time and the electricity. The cost is becoming higher and higher. By the time they're wasting, the cost becomes higher.
Yeah, that is okay. But then they can put some devices and go, no? They can put some things on charging and go.
Yeah.
No?
Can I read? Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay, everybody is going to get a chance to read, but of course, one by one. We're going to read this article, Step into the Magical World, on page 16. We will start with Bakshleen. Okay. And after Bakshleen, we will have Rishika read. Bakshleen, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I am there.
Okay. Rishika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll start with Bakshleen.
Ma'am, what is it? Which article?
Page number 16, Step into the Magical World.
Step in the magical world. Apple launches mixed reality headset. Apple, a technology company, is famous for creating the iPhone, iPad, Mac, computer, and other innovative gadgets. Now they have come up with a new device called Vision Pro. It is an augmented reality with virtual reality headset. Apple calls it a special computer. A lot of people are excited to try this new product. What is augmented
reality?
Augmented reality, which virtual reality, to augmented reality means to make something greater by adding to it. Augmented reality is a computer technology that adds something extra to real world objects. For example, if you point your smartphone camera towards your study table, you can see a panda sitting on it. Virtual reality, on the other hand, makes a person feel that they are somewhere else. For example, if you wear a virtual reality headset and view a video of the Amazon forest, you will feel like you are inside it.
In virtual reality, everything is virtual. In augmented reality, some things are real and some things are virtual.
Okay,
Apple
okay,
recently
okay, 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 okay. So they are talking about two terms here which you have to understand. One is augmented reality, and the second is virtual reality. Okay. So how they are explaining it is like if you look at your study table, so the study table is there, but you can see some image, right? You can see a panda sitting on your study table. That means something extra is there. Study table is there, but along with that, something extra is also there. So that becomes augmented reality. Something extra, something additional. Like you can see in this. Can you see this image with a Pokemon in that, with Pikachu in that?
Yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Riddhi, page number
Yes,
I
16.
ma'am.
Page
joined.
number 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So in this, this Pokemon is obviously not there. Pikachu is not there, but this is an augmented reality that you are looking at it through the phone and you can see the Pikachu there, but it is not actually there. But you can see the road also, which is also there. Okay, so some things are real and some are extra. That is augmented reality. Virtual reality is when everything is virtual, everything is unreal. Like if you look at a video of Amazon forest, they've given the example, and you actually start feeling that you are in the Amazon forest. Whereas you are not exactly in that forest, but it looks like you are in that forest. Okay, so that becomes virtual. That is not real. You are sitting in your room, but you feel like you are in the virtual forest, you are in the Amazon forest. So these are the two terms which you need to understand. They are different. Okay. Rishika?
Yes, ma'am. Apple Vision Pro uses both of these technologies. That is why it is called a mixed reality headset. Once you wear this headset, you will feel like there is a large screen in front of you. You can use it to browse the internet, do conference calls, or watch videos. There is no mouse or keyboard for this device. You will use voice, hand gestures, and eye movements to give commands. When you watch a movie using this device, it will feel like you are watching it in a big theater. This device has 12 cameras, 5 sensors, and 6 microphones to give an amazing experience. You will find 3D movies feel much better with it. What is a spatial computer? Spatial means of or related to space. A spatial computer can understand and communicate with the physical objects around it. Some say it understands physical actions such as head and body movements, gestures, speech, etc. Will the Vision Pro succeed like the iPhone and iPad? Many say that its cost $3,499, about rupees 2.8 lakh, is very high. Some say that it does not look trendy when worn. So, why would anybody want to wear it for long? Only time will tell if it will be a success or not.
So they have shown you an image also. In the first two pictures, people are actually wearing this device. Can you see this white colored device, a headband like thing? Yes. So that
Yes, ma'am.
is the device through which you can see this, and it will give both the things, virtual also and augmented reality also. So you can see movies on this. You can, especially the 3D movies, the 3D effect is going to be very good. And the other interesting point is there is the keyboard or mouse here. So you have to use your voice and hand gestures to give commands. That is also going to be a very interesting part. Okay.
Ma'am, can we need to
not be something people would like to wear for a long time. Yes, Riddhi, you want to say something?
Ma'am, I've seen such of things at many malls that some there are
Virtual goggles
chairs.
are there, yes.
Yes, chairs are moving. Then there is a screen outside, so there is showing that movie, and everybody is wearing a type of
Yeah.
No, man,
That
let's
is a
be
3D movie. That's
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 a
a
3D movie, man. When we
that's how
all
you watch a 3D movie, yes.
when it looks like a movie, but it when I sorry, when we see a movie, but it feels like reality because when we were going into a mall known as DLX Mall, when we found that, and when fire was coming, like sound was coming, and sprinkles of waters were coming on face. Sometimes when the snow comes, it was very cold in the room, like that.
Yeah. Special effects would be there, yes. Right. Yes, Shobita?
Ma'am, what is the difference of 3D and reality?
Picture, we cannot actually see how thick things are or how wide things are. You can